Welcome to Revealing the Narc. Join me as I highlight narcissistic traits in celebrities and public figures. Everything here is in my opinion and not professional advice. If you enjoy the analysis, please like and subscribe. Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Guess who's here? Hi, Resting Dollface.
Hey, Revealing, how are you?
I'm good. I'm so happy you're here.
Oh, thanks for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
I've been waiting for this for a long time. We haven't chatted in a while. Time flies.
Yes, I feel like we just did one, but looking back, I was like, oh, wait, it's been a minute.
Yeah, yeah. I thought what we could do today, in honor of Megan's wonderful humanitarian efforts, and I'm being sarcastic there, is to rewind and go to 2016, I think it was. How do you feel about that?
Oh, wow. Oh, this is going to be an adventure. This is going to be a good video.
Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna so what we'll do today is we'll go through an article and we'll kind of chat about other things that we may know. And then I want to go through the video showing the advertisement of this campaign that Megan did. So it's all in. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. So here we go. Here is the article. So this article was published in July 2022, and it's in response to Tom Bower's Revenge, because in that book, Tom Bower goes into this. The article is titled Meghan Markle Brought Suitcases of Outfits and Disappeared for Hours with a Fashion Photographer During Trip to Rwanda, Explosive Biography Claims. So, have you heard of this, Resting Dollface?
I have, and this is just quite it. And it, okay, it's very telling, yet for some reason, it seems to really just fit in line with everything else we know about Meghan Markle and her quote unquote humanitarian self, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And it's just, I mean, when you go and look at the history of Megan, you see that this is not like a fluke event. This is a history of this behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So the article begins that Megan brought the suitcases of clothes and insisted she could bring a Canadian photographer with her to Rwanda. In the book, Tom Bower detailed how Megan was invited on the trip in January 2016 by World Vision Canada to be part of a film to promote the charity's work building water wells in the African country. However, Bower claims Megan flew to Rwanda first class, was accompanied by fashion photographer Gabor Jurina or Hurina, I don't know, and had her own hair and makeup artist. Can you believe this?
Kind of can, because she treats everything, and we've all seen this just from what was it, the last Invictus Games, the way she treats it like a fashion runway, and she walked in front of the veterans. This is how she treats these events. She treats them all like staged photo shoots.
Oh my g And you know what this immediately reminds me of? So this occurred in January 2016. What is it? 6, 7 months later, allegedly, she's boarding a plane to Rwanda, and she's supposedly the most low maintenance person?
Right?
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Something's not
the
adding up here.
yeah, it's not. It's not. Do you think that Megan planned this trip for um, to mirror Harry, like, when she met him?
I do, because and we can talk about this in another video. There's just so much showing that she allegedly targeted him. So if she's doing this, she went from, oh, this is about fashion, this is about food, this is about this, and then all of a sudden she became a humanitarian. Something changed to where she specifically started targeting him and his likes, like Africa, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly. Okay, so the article continues. Brenda Serminski, a producer who had been due to film the trip, could no longer travel to Rwanda, and a Canadian cameraman joined the group instead. However, Bauer admits to speaking to people who were not close to Megan for his book, claims that after filming with the children playing with water tap, Megan disappeared to take photographs with some of the youngsters. He penned, "At the end, Serminsky was puzzled. Celebrities using a desolate African village as the backdrop for a fashion shoot was mind blowing. The Duchess of Sussex hasn't commented on the claims in the book." And I don't remember if it's Brenda herself, but there was someone who was like a program manager for this project
Mhm.
who literally could not go because Megan used up the entire budget.
Oh,
Do
wow.
you do you remember that?
No, I didn't know about that part.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was someone, and I can't remember who it is. Well, you know what? Let's not rely on my faulty memory.
Hey, I'm
uh,
not always right. I'm
let
always open to learning more, right?
yeah, that's something that I should look into. But yeah, I mean, can you imagine? Like, she's using a desolate African village as the backdrop for a photo shoot.
Of course she is, because how else is she supposed to show that uh, switches from red carpets to refugee camps
Oh,
effortlessly? Oh,
that
so sick.
you know what?
Mm.
That she wrote deserves an analysis
Yes.
because I I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. It's infuriating.
Yeah.
Like, talk about someone who blows smoke up there, you know what? Right?
Mhm.
That's the phrase? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's continue with the article. The film's producer, Serminsky, could no longer travel to the country, and instead, Megan arrived with a team of World Vision marketing executives and a Canadian cameraman. Bauer wrote that after filming with the children playing with clean water, Megan disappeared with the fashion photographer. He penned, "For hours, Hurina photographed the perfectly coiffured actress hugging, squeezing, and smiling at village children. Meanwhile," he wrote, "Serminsky felt the Duchess was on a path with visions of something good happening in the end, but her destination was unknown." She Hurina would later post the fashion photographs on his website, with Bauer noting how 8 months later they would be more valuable. Writing on her website, The Tig, at the time, she discussed her time in Rwanda, where she volunteered at a refugee camp. In the Here it is. In the emotional piece, Megan said that she split her time between Hollywood and humanitarian work. Writing on her website, she said, "My life shifts from refugee camps to red carpets. I choose them both because these worlds can, in fact, coexist." She continued, "I've never wanted to be a lady who lunches. I've always wanted to be a woman who works, and this type of work is what feeds my soul and fuels my purpose." All right, Resting Dollface, I am giving you the stage. What do you think?
Well, yeah, a professional photo shoot with first class accommodations, hair, makeup, and costume is the type of work that feeds her soul. Of course it is. That's her purpose. Remember, everything is, if everything's PR, everything's a fashion shoot, everything's to show off how wonderful she is, allegedly, right? I
Yeah.
mean, how nice of her to spend time with the commoners, even
Oh my
before.
god.
I
Oh
loved it
my
when that lady
goodness.
said that.
Oh my goodness. It's unbelievable. I don't know. I want to say she shocks me every time, but
Mhm.
she really does.
She does. Like, it just when you think, no, there's no way. I mean, like, no matter what, I think the entire world, as much as she, her team, her sugars, whatever, want to claim it is hate, what's being overlooked is the fact that we're all still saying, no, there's no way she can be, no way she or anybody can be this selfish, this lowbrow that, can't sink any further. And yet they outdo themselves every time.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
What about
So,
Hollywood and Humanitarian? I mean, she was in Canada. She wasn't on the red carpet in Hollywood, with the exception of a few things for USA. I mean, they shipped, what wasn't, they shipped her off to like Hong Kong or something. Like, she was really big overseas. She was never really in Hollywood.
yeah, that's a good point. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the ego on this one. The
Mm-hmm.
ego and the manipulation. And can you imagine, like, you're there to do this groundbreaking work, but you're gone most of the day taking photographs?
Oh yeah, because she had to get her action shots, and look at her. Oh God. Oh, you know what? From now on, when because you're so good at finding these videos, no matter what, whether it was here, Colombia, Nigeria, South Africa, she always gets videos of her dancing with people, looking over her right shoulder and laughing like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe this." I'm telling you, take a look, like make sure like make that on your bingo card, okay?
Yeah, I will. That sounds I mean, I can already picture a couple of events that that's happened. Like the video is the footage is running through my brain. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. She does that all the time.
Mhm.
And just as a reminder,
Oh
the
God.
reason we are talking about this is because of Megan's humanitarian work during these LA fires. Can you
Yeah.
I just can't with this woman.
I can't either. I think for the people who didn't know her or didn't pay attention to her, didn't see what the big hoopla and or the outrage was, this was the final nail in the coffin to where they all went, "Are you serious?"
I know. I
That
know.
you can't ignore this. This is not something that can be swept under the rug, and nobody told her to. If they did, fire them. But this seems to be the running theme with her, whether it was Uvalde here. Um, it even all ties back to that time where she was as a private person at Wimbledon. All the attention was on her. If you wanted to be there as a private person, then hide behind somebody. Don't clear out a whole section. This, I mean, the camera is on her. Like, did she send her assistant in and say, "Hey, go stand over there. I'll guide her to be in the view to where you can get my face really good"? Is this what she does all day? Practice at home?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. She does.
I mean,
She
I
does.
just got that on the fly, but I think you're right. Yeah.
This is I mean, this is why she can only commit an hour a week to Archwell.
Yeah, I mean, look, you
She
gotta
doesn't have time. She
you
has to
gotta
practice.
practice. Do I look better in the blue cap or this one? And who's gonna give me merching rights, right?
That's the other thing. Like, some people put emphasis on the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
The emphasis should not be on her hat,
Nope.
right? Because this took thought. She didn't just end up how many look at this woman. Does she look like the type of person that would have baseball hats in her house?
Nope.
I don't think so either. I mean, maybe she has a couple because she would go hiking and stuff, but she went and bought these 2 hats, in my opinion, and who knows, she bought one for every outing she's prepping for, so there may be more coming.
Oh yeah, because she has to remind everybody she's in LA so people know where she is. Because it's not enough for pictures speak a thousand words. So she has to remind everybody, nope, this is an LA shoot. I'm here for the LA fires. I'm here to remind everybody I'm from LA. Equate me with Hollywood and Hollywood royalty. That's how this comes off.
That brings me to another question. So there are rumors floating around that she's supposedly actually staying in an LA hotel.
I did hear that rumor.
What do you think about that?
As somebody who um has done a lot of work with natural disasters and with family, whether they were deployed or working for the government and who just so happened to be in an unfortunate situation, shame on her. Because those hotel rooms should be for the people who lost everything.
You're absolutely right.
Like there's no such thing as an extra bed right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So if she's doing that, no words.
Yeah.
You don't get more selfish than that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this whole thing has brought out her character, I feel.
Yeah, it's exposed her for what she is. I mean, and what's really funny is there were a few times for the past couple of years that I said she reminds me of that couple, of the reality show couple that nobody could stand. They went to every single red carpet event back in the early mid 2000s. It was from that MTV show, and it was Spencer and Heidi Pratt.
Mhm.
And lo and behold, they're out there doing videos of, "Hey, we've lost everything. Just to remind you who we are. We produced this album. It didn't work. My wife's now crying on camera because she lost everything. And she's going to be live streaming when she's shopping at Ross." They're nobodies and they're milking it for what it is. They lost everything. And lo and behold, here's Meghan doing the exact same thing. And Kelly Osbourne said it very well, what are you doing? We don't need to see pictures of you hugging people. That's not what we need right now. Everybody who's out there doing this for PR, go away. Nobody asked you to, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you wanna go through that video now?
Oh, goodness. Yes. I've got my popcorn ready.
Okay, so let me go to the beginning. And what I did with this video, I removed the music
Mhm.
just in case for copyright reasons. But yeah, if there's anything you want me to pause, tell me to pause and we can talk about it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Okay, let's play it now.
I do think that it's these tiny acts of
Okay.
generosity or
I'm
What?
sorry to say it already, but her looking out the window just now, that was, yes, right there. Tell me that doesn't remind you of her in the Harry and Meghan Netflix special. Like, I feel like we see the same shots from her all the time where she was like, as somebody who's given birth to two children, right? Like, we're going to see a lot of the same shots, and this is one of them.
Yeah, completely.
She's got an MO.
Yeah, and does this look like a Diana look? The
Oh,
glasses?
yeah. she because we like there's this one outfit she wears that is straight a ripoff of Diana.
Yeah. With the elbows, with her hands on her hips and her elbows back?
Yeah, with that white shirt and the big chunky belt and the aviator sunglasses hanging from the shirt. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's continue.
city or grace or even just understanding that allow us to really make a difference on a much larger level.
Look at that facial expression.
Yeah. Oh, it's so cute how poor you are, but you can give me a
Yeah.
hot. Could she be any more like condescending?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly how I feel. Like, oh, poor you.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
my,
look, you are a person after all. I'm so glad I did this.
oh my goodness. Okay, let's continue. Okay, this outfit, I have been trying to place it. Is it something Angelina Jolie's ever worn before?
That's a great
Does
question. I don't
does
know.
it look familiar to you?
It does, but more so in the sense of I've seen this look when she was wearing that big tent of a dress at that polo event with Archie, remember? It just gives me those vibes, but I think Angelina may have worn something like this in Cambodia. We're gonna have to look through those archives.
Yeah, and with the scarf around her neck, and this is another example of she's focused on what it look she has an image in her mind of what humanitarian work looks like. So
Hmm.
in LA, it means you wear an LA baseball hat. In Rwanda, this is the outfit that you wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good call. You're absolutely right on that.
Okay, let's continue.
Oh, hug.
Yeah, another hug.
Hmm. This story is so heartbreaking, and the way.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. Keep going.
Okay.
Well, I used to go to school. My desire is to go back, but right now I dropped out. Fetching water from a far distance, she gets to school late. And the other thing, getting sick regularly because of the water infections.
She doesn't even give him a chance to talk. She's
She's
like, yeah,
annoying.
yes, yeah, 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 as he's talking.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, wait, what?
Did she just say sorry?
Yeah, let's watch that again. Oh my gosh.
Infections.
So
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
And this is the water that she's going through all this work to get. It's keeping her out of school and making her sick as well. So it's time to build some wells and make things a lot better than what we're seeing here.
What do you think of all that?
Boy, is she misleading because she didn't build any wells. The wells were already built before she got there.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I believe, yeah, there's a couple of my understanding is the wells, like World Vision helped provide it, right?
Mhm.
Megan didn't dig a thing. She does a couple of video shots where she's like spinning it as it's doing its, thing and cleaning the water and pulling it up. But she implies like she's actually out there digging a well and helping clean water come to these people. And it's highly misleading. She didn't do any of that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's so quiet without the music.
Right? Oh yeah, the
It was really
music's
cool to
there to
be a
make us
part of
feel.
this part
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Music's to make us feel. She likes to make us feel, remember?
Mhm. Yeah.
part of the process. It's really hands-on and being part of this clean water being here for everyone. Feels really nice. There are
There's
12 different
there's the
Dan-
dancing.
Part of the dancing, yeah.
Oh
It's
my
really
god.
nice. There are 12 different water points in this community now. This one was just built last year. It gives water to 136 different households. The ease in which they're able to get water for health and wellness. These girls are able to stay in school because they aren't walking hours a day to go and get water. And this clean water source has changed the entire community. So it's really
There's the outfit.
Yep, there's the Diana outfit.
I do wanna say it is a beautiful thing that this organization is doing.
Absolutely, because it's
S
so much that we take for granted. And like that poor little girl, her story, she had to drop out of school because she had to be a resource for her family and to help take care of the water, get water for them. And even then it wasn't clean. So it's a great organization. To my knowledge, they were working and partnering with celebrities to bring attention to get more donations, but the celebrities weren't actually actively there and digging. Does that make sense?
Yes, and I mentioned this because what the purpose of watching this and analyzing this is not about the organization, it's not about the help that is really needed, and it's not in any way diminishing from the great work that's being done. It's that Megan is taking advantage of the situation and she's showing up and making it a photo shoot.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll continue the video.
it's really cool to see. It's not just about clean drinking water, but what it's doing for education, what it's doing for keeping these kids in school, what it's doing for them not having medical bills every single piece of it is so interconnected. And I
Wait,
think
can you
how
back
this one
Sure.
because that's when she's down where there's a meme right there, her face.
Oh,
That looks like disgust.
every single piece of it is so interconnected. Every single piece of it is so interconnected.
The I mean, here's that same little boy getting clean water, and she does not have the same type of enthusiasm about him giving her a high five, really?
yeah, let's see. Let's watch it again.
Medical bills every single piece of it is so interconnected.
Oh, did you see
The
her?
way, oh
She
yeah.
like did a ton. Oh my gosh. So I will be taking this video and doing the analysis like I usually do and posting it as, videos on X and shorts on YouTube.
Hmm.
But yeah, this is one I need to analyze that. You're absolutely right.
And look at that. If you look to the right, it says years of construction. So here she is in 2016. This project's been going on long before she got there for this glamour shoot.
Yeah. Okay, I'll continue the video.
It is so interconnected. And I think how this one life source is the source for all of it. That's been my biggest takeaway from today. I'm really grateful for that. Wait, also, I really liked my dance lessons.
Oh
Got some really
God.
solid Rwandan dance moves. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Yeah, so this was the one I made a video of that and I compared it to Julia Roberts.
Hmm.
Who laughs like that in this?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Okay, I'll continue the video.
That is the typical, she's calling this Rwanda dance moves. That is the same dance she does everywhere.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, yeah. Please give us more shoulders, Megan.
This water is not just this life source for community, but it can really be a source for creative imagination and dreaming and hoping for something even greater than they could even imagine. You'll feel really good at the end of the day knowing that you've been a part of that. I gotta get these kids home. I'm gonna go take a picture with them.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure you get them out before union hours are done.
I gotta get these kids home,
Mm-hmm.
so they're waiting for you
Yeah, you know
before they can go home?
the money shot. Yeah, that's how it seems.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, she's gonna end up being in the middle of the picture.
Of course. Oh,
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
that laugh or that
It's so funny.
smile.
Yeah.
Wow, it's unbelievable. She is unbelievable. So, to finish everything off, what do you say I ask you some fun questions?
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so in that picture, let me bring that up really quick. In
Oh.
this picture, what do you think Megan is donating?
Okay, so from what I think, there's that kitchen she's been partnering with, and she makes it seem like she's doing something. But that kitchen has existed in Los Angeles for a while with their own brand. And so she's got what looks to be like three big bags full of their products. But if you don't know, you wouldn't know. It just looks like she's the one personally delivering this. Like she donated it, right?
Mhm.
She's still the FedEx carrier. Okay, that's all she'll ever be in Hollywood.
Yeah, she's the FedEx carrier. But if it wasn't that stuff, like what funny items do you think she would be donating?
Oh wow,
Like things
really?
that she would own.
Oh wait, that she would own or that she thinks people should be grateful for?
Either
Okay.
one.
Really, really flammable burlap bags with Archwell logo. Okay, like the kind that smell. That
Yeah,
have, highly flammable smell. What
yeah.
about
I'm thinking like jars of jam and dog biscuits, maybe?
you have nothing you could dip the two. It's a good snack. It's all like real people ingredients too.
Yeah, yeah. And, it's at a time when there's potentially food shortages and grocery stores have burned down, like she's bringing food. So,
Mm.
okay, next question. So, news came out this week about someone from Megan's camp shopping a post divorce book. If it's not Megan that's shopping this around, who do you think it is?
I okay, this is allegedly. I don't want lawsuits or complaints, but maybe WME so they could finally make some money off of her from all the work they've done.
Yeah, yeah.
Do
You know
you,
who I think it is?
Harry?
Yes.
No.
Like, Harry's gonna go to her allegedly, okay, Harry's gonna show up, he's gonna have divorce papers in one hand and the contract in the other, and he's gonna
Mhm.
be like, "Look, you finally have a way to make money. I
Yeah,
arranged it all for you."
I'm sacrificing our love so you can be a star.
Yeah.
Our love story must come to an end so you can be the breadwinner. Oh my god, that's awesome.
And on that same note, what do you think the title of the book would be?
Oh, the same as her new handle, Megan.
Oh, that's good.
It's just Megan. It's no longer going to be tied to Harry or the Markle name or anything. Because now she's just Megan.
Yeah, she's just Megan. I've noticed too that I feel she's backing away from the Markle last name.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that the puff pieces that are coming out, they're not putting Meghan Markle, they're putting either Meghan or Duchess of Sussex.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she's distancing herself from that name for sure.
Hmm. What do you think it would be called?
Um, oh my God. So I didn't think about it, but let's see. Um, And see, I asked this question in my live stream, and the people gave such great answers. Like someone said, how to turn a prince into a frog.
Ooh.
Um, yeah, how to, marry a prince and divorce him, or three steps to, getting into the royal family. Sweet revenge, maybe?
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that because then it's a play on Tom Bauer's book,
Yeah.
and it implies that the contents of it would be, like, cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Do you
Okay,
think
and
her would be like her, like on the cut? Just or one of the other ones where she's just staring into the camera again?
I mean, yeah, that's the usual with the halo on her head.
Look at me, look into my eyes. I'm gonna hypnotize you.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What do you think would, Megan's revenge dress look like?
Oh goodness. Diana's the one where it's off the shoulders, but instead she'd have a slit coming up the middle that she likes the slit directly up the middle for some reason.
Yeah, I don't and that's not comfortable.
No.
Yeah.
Like that's like if you're trying to be fashionable and go into your annual ladies appointment for some reason, you're just trying to make it easier. I don't understand it.
You're Oh my
I'm
goodness.
sorry.
Yeah, I totally get it. So I asked this question in my live stream and people were all saying the red dress.
The red dress. Oh God.
Yeah.
The one she just won't do away with that even Dracula wouldn't wear? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, people are saying that. I think what do I think? I think it would be something beige as usual. I picture it being the dress she wore during the near catastrophic gosh, I can't pronounce it, catastrophic car chase, but it would be beige and wrinkled.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that. Slit up the middle.
Yeah. And where do you think her papok would be when she wears this revenge dress? Where would she be going?
In-N-Out burger. There there's pictures of Julia Roberts. I think it was after the Academy Awards. I don't know if it's when she won it or not, but after the Academy Awards from inside her limousine. So it's like 2006 or so at In-N-Out Burger because that was such a huge thing for the celebs to go to after award ceremony. So as much as she's like trying to relive, much like you said, this is how humanitarian should look. She's got it set in her head, in my opinion, about what success looks like and what those things would be. So yes, I'd say a pap walk in her revenge dress over to In-N-Out Burger.
I'm gonna say she would be walking into Soho House.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I can see it. That's the it's that bad. Like I feel like there's no wrong answer because it's like the multiverse of Megan. It's all gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much, Resting Dollface. This was such a good time. I always have such a great time chatting with you.
Oh, same here. Let's do it again soon. Thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely. It's definitely my pleasure. And everyone, I'm going to put a link to Resting Dollface's YouTube account. So go ahead and subscribe to her. She's just so interesting and has such a great take and I love your voice. So,
Thank
and
you.
she
That's
also
so kind of you.
yeah,
Thank you.
no problem. And she also has a great X account. I will put a link to that in the description box as well.
Thank you. You know what? One day we're gonna meet and we're gonna sneak off into our own photo shoot for hours, and then put together this great humanitarian video of why how we're just such great fashionable humanitarians, and it'll change the world.
You know what? Like, even saying that, I can't even picture myself ever doing something like that.
No, me neither. I felt
Like,
so
it makes me
bad.
uncomfortable.
Yes, I cringed so hard. I'm going to the chiropractor. So
Y yeah,
that's
like, right
awful.
now when you were saying it, it just made like, oh my gosh, what an awful thing to do.
Yeah. And can you believe like she when she did that, she posted on her Instagram gender equity, like that's what she was there for.
Really?
Yep, there's a picture of that photographer who picked her up and swept her up, and she's laughing with her head thrown back, and it's like he swept her off her feet, and she's like, "Just because you're doing humanitarian work doesn't mean you can't stop to have fun." And she had a hashtag gender equity. I'll send you if I can find it.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, everyone, thank you for listening, and thank you again, Resting Dollface. Can't wait to talk to you again.
Same here. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, everyone.